Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is
She gave me a lot of energy. I'm hot now.
yeah, this is a time of year when you want to be close to your family, your friends, your workmates, your churchmates, your neighbors, because this is a time you're making plans not only for the next year, but for the rest of your life. And what I want to do is sort of remind you a little bit of some tools here. One of my favorite tools is a book and a CD. Okay, this book and CD is Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen, and the CD is entitled Hell's Kitchen. The CD was a lecture that I gave at a big meeting, out of 2,000 people in it, and it was really, it's an hour long. It's one of my best lectures I ever gave. Okay, Hell's Kitchen is the title of the CD. Hell's Kitchen is the title of the book, and it goes into many deaths in people at home and at work and at doctors' offices and hospitals because the recipes that they were using killed them. Okay. And so, again, the book, Hell's Kitchen, the CD, Hell's Kitchen. Okay. That's going to be available in a couple of days. Okay. The book is available now. The CD is being printed as we speak. Then another one, which has really been around a while. Dead Doctors Don't Lie. It's a book. Okay. This book has sold 347 million copies worldwide. I don't know how many languages it's in. And then which I say, let me read this accurately here. Just a second. What's going on here? Just a second.
Oh, you're looking. I got to tell Helen. She's the only one I know from Canada. Oh, and George, I think. Med beds are going to be available in Canada too. So, yeah.
Okay, here we go. So Dead Doctors Don't Lie sold 337 million copies of that. And it's going out the door still, cases at a time. And on the front cover says 40 million Dead Doctors Don't Lie audio cassette tapes were sold worldwide. This goes back 20 years ago. They're still flying out the door. And then the CD came out. Okay, we've sold 20 million of these CDs. They're available. You know, they're cheap. You can get one. Okay, I don't know, for $3 plus shipping from us. Okay, if you get I don't know, 20 of them or something like that, you get a nice discount. Okay. And let's see here. Oh, yeah, there's a DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie. The DVD, okay, is 2 hours and 8 minutes long. And it's a lecture, okay, with all the color pictures and this and the other. And the filming was done by professional movie recorders. Okay. So these people this is really nice. And so the book, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, this DVD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, and the CD, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, this set, every person who's building a business needs to get this set, okay? Because if you have one person you want to show, and of course you can buy enough of the CDCs, the CDs, you can actually, give them to somebody you're sponsoring as a gift and write it off as a cost, okay? And then there's another, let's see here, a CD that we have. It's called Dial MD for Murder. That was about the same time, about 20 years ago. Okay, Dial MD for Murder. And goes into all these crazy things that doctors do that wind up killing the patient. Okay, whether it's at home or it's at the doctor's office or it's at the hospital, okay, or a laboratory. All right. And it says, see, Dead Doctors Don't Lie, someone should go to jail. And this is, again, these are all in English, very nice. And then we have Let's Play Herbal Doctor. Okay, this goes into many of the herbs that we have in our herbal division. Okay. And this goes along with that CD. That's let's see here, dial MD for murder, dial MD for murder. Because when they're giving you all these prescription drugs, many of which kill you, or they might reduce some symptoms a little bit, but they don't get rid of the problem and you die from their problem because you didn't get it solved. Whereas these herbs, many of them can get rid of some of these diseases, not all of them, but many of the diseases. So you need to get the book Herbal Doctor and kind of read that and say, well, I know people with that disease and they're having struggles with their medicine. Get the book Herbal Doctor, and that will help you along there. Okay. And then there's the metabolic syndrome. Oh my gosh. The metabolic syndrome goes back 2,000 years ago. It's in the old Bible, talking about the symptoms of the metabolic syndrome. Okay. And you're talking about abdominal obesity, you're talking about diabetes, and you're talking about high blood pressure. These things, those three things together, give you the metabolic syndrome. And it goes back 200,000 years ago to the caveman days. Right now, the people who live the longest are the people from Pakistan. They're Hunzas. We've talked about Hunzas before. They live in Pakistan in the Himalayan mountains, and they're getting the glacial milk coming down, and they're putting it in their gardens as fertilizer. They're putting it in their food as a what do you call it? A spice. Okay. And you have to appreciate that our problems here go to what cooking goes into our mouth, what doctors give us for drugs, what should I say, what information doctors give us to do, to not do, is all, I shouldn't say all, but much of it's incorrect. And this is what's causing our problems. The dogs get a better deal. I'm the guy who got rid of cystic fibrosis. It was one of the worst birth defects ever, they said. I got rid of it. Okay. Then there was Jerry Lewis and the muscular dystrophy. Terrible, terrible birth defect, they said. Well, I'm the guy that got rid of it because it was really just simply a nutritional deficiency. Every farmer who has cattle would prevent and reverse white muscle disease or muscular dystrophy because he couldn't sell the meat when it looked like cheese, okay? And so we got rid of that in humans. And then I got rid of sudden infant death syndrome, which doctors said was caused by mothers laying on the baby. I sued the FDA 8 times in federal court, won every time with Jonathan Emord, who's now a senator, just really excited about that. And we were able to get this information, okay, and sue the FDA so that we could get this information out and force these manufacturers of baby formulas to put the 90 essential nutrients in there. And you don't hear much about SIDS anymore, sudden infant death syndrome. It used to be 400 or 500 per state every year were dying. And this was the mothers are supposed to be laying on their babies. You think there's 400 to 500 people, women in every state laying on their babies and suffocating them? That's what doctors were putting out because they didn't know the answer and they didn't want to say they didn't know. And then when I did the autopsies, okay, Dr. Milan and I, we went to China and we did 1,700 autopsies on kids that had the disease. And we had it figured out. It's in one of the biggest medical journals in England. It's also in books and stuff in China. And so this is well documented. So at any rate, we got new tools coming out, okay, to go along with the tools we already have. And it's one of those things where we also have an AI, artificial intelligence tool coming out. I think it's next week. It's only a half hour long, but it goes through things and it lays out how to employ AI in your practice with Youngevity. And you'll be 1,000 times better yourself, and you'll be 1,000 times better for the people you're working with when you get into AI. Oh my gosh. And so a lot of things are happening now. And so take advantage of all this new stuff. It's tax deductible. If you give it as a gift, for holidays for your family or your neighbors or your church mates, your workmates, It's all tax deductible because you're building your business. Don't forget, you get insurance deductions for the use of your car or your business. You get deductions for the space you use for your small your small inventory place, your pharmacy in your home, okay, at work. You're going to get thousands of dollars worth of tax deductions just because you have a longevity business that you're working. As long as you're working your business, you got checks coming to you, you'll be able to get the tax deductions that is fair for you guys. Okay. Now, again, I'm very excited about all this. In about a week or so, we'll have these two CDs out. Okay. And again, we're talking about the Hell's Kitchen and also the Dial MD for Murder. Okay. And also, see, what was it? Yeah, Hell's Kitchen goes along with the book. Okay. So over to you, Charmaine.
Okay. Again, reading and listening to CDs and stuff isn't going to do you any good with all that knowledge if you don't use it and take advantage of your knowledge. Knowledge without action is stupidity, right?
That's right. Knowledge without action is stupidity and death. It's gonna you're gonna pay a price.
Yes. Yeah, it is.
You will pay
And
a price.
so it's good to learn about all this stuff. And again, I'll go back to the same thing. That Zyto machine, that the new one, operates on your phone. And young people are into this high-tech stuff, which I'm not. But again, that machine can diagnose stuff that we never would be able to figure out. It knew from taking a picture of a little child. You know, Dennison, the distributor's named Dennison. They have a granddaughter, and she's lactose intolerant. But he said nobody knew it, just him and his wife. And they had that machine scanner, and they said what she needed to take from longevity stuff to get better. But they said whatever she does, it's got to be lactose-free food that she eats because she's got a lactose intolerance. That machine diagnosed that by just taking a picture of her. Now, I don't know how any of the stuff works, but I'm telling you, it blew his mind because he said that did it for him. He believes the machine because we can't tell by looking at somebody if they're lactose intolerant. And I don't know how that machine does it, but it does do it. So, and I can remember when the first one was a hand plate. You put your hand on that metal hand plate. And we went to a convention in Salt Lake City where they demonstrated it. And when I flew there, I intentionally did not bring my liquid calcium because I'm always afraid they're going to break it in my suitcase and get it all over my clothes. And at that point, what am I supposed to do? I won't be able to have anything to wear. So I didn't bring it. And I got to go on that machine for free because they were trying to sell them. And it said I was perfectly healthy. The only thing I needed was calcium, Caltati. And I knew I needed it because I didn't bring it with me. So the machine knows what it's talking about. I don't know how it knows it, but it definitely knows it. So I think for a new person, yeah, get the books and read the books and listen to the CDs. But beyond that, you can get that machine. And not only that, if you have that machine with you and you're at a health show, you can use it on people that go pass by, and it'll tell you what longevity products you need to make yourself whole again. And so a new person that knows technology, which I don't, but it's much easier for them to get going without feeling like they're stupid, because you can't argue with the machine. If the machine tells you need calcium, right? If it says you need the minerals, you need the minerals. So people are less likely to argue with a machine than especially when you're brand new. It'll give you a lot more confidence in what you're doing. and it won't take long of doing it. I always tell it takes about a month to get familiar with the products and all the different ailments that people have. But I think a person of average intelligence can be pretty smart. In a month, they can usually be smarter than the average MD on the street. And so that's telling it all right there. So don't you think, Doc? If you're serious, then you gotta have a higher intelligence than some of these politicians we got. But
No, that's true. Okay, let's keep moving forward here.
well, it's the bottom of the hour, so we can start taking questions if anybody has any.
Anybody raising their hand?
I don't. I can't see everybody. That's
Okay. Let me unmute Judy. She looks like she's getting ready to talk to us.
she's muted.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, all right. I'd emailed this and somehow or another it didn't get talked about. 72-year-old female is on the Healthy Body Start Pack plus Synaptive. Went to her doctor and her potassium is 5.4. Normal potassium is between 5 and 5.2, depending on, so she's very concerned about that. What should she be doing
Her
differently?
potassium is 5.4.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's 2/100ths of that's if she's at 5.4, she's okay.
That I said that I think she's a little dehydrated because she drinks a lot of coffee. But
Well, there you go.
But she takes the Healthy Body Start Pack. She takes Synaptive. And,
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah, nothing to get concerned about.
Okay. I'll come up with one. All right.
Does anybody else have a question?
I do, and I can't raise my hand.
Oh, well, go ahead, Martha. Go ahead.
I have someone who emailed me about a gastric ulcer that her doctor found. I think they were doing some kind of GI thing, and she is 5'4", 38 years old, and weighs 130 pounds. How can we help her with this ulcer?
Okay.
And did you understand enough of that, Doc?
I just heard that she weighs 120 pounds.
130 pounds. She's 38 years old and 5'4", and she has
I'm not hearing any of it.
Yeah, I heard it.
Okay.
Okay, go for it then.
Okay. And so basically, when you have an ulcer in your stomach, anything you put in there is going to irritate it. Okay. And so it's one of those things where I'd go with the plant-derived minerals and rub them on her belly 2-3 times a day. Kind of go that direction, start there. Get away from all the bad foods, no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no glutens, no wheat, brown, rye, oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. You don't want to be putting any of our pills and stuff like that in her stomach if she's got ulcers in there, make it bleed and infected and all that kind of stuff. And so it's one of those things where she can take the plant-derived colloidal minerals and she can actually put them on her belly. She can take the colloidal silver and put it under her tongue, color droppers full 2-3 times a day under her tongue. And she'll absorb it intravenously under her tongue. It's not going to get down into her belly. And so that's what I started out with is the colloidal silver. And I'd also, because that ulcer may be caused by an infection. Okay. So she needs the colloidal silver. I'd go with it, say 10 minutes before breakfast, 10 minutes before lunch, 10 minutes before dinner, and 10 minutes before bed. There's no alcohol in it. It won't sting or burn or anything like that. And go ahead and put it under the tongue. It'll go intravenously all over the place, including the stomach. And it'll kill all viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast. Penicillin only kills Staphylococcus and I guess that's it. Okay. And so that's what I would do for that one. And then wait until they get another, what should I say, get another visit with the doctor, get another update, and see what they say. We don't want to be putting anything in the stomach. It might cause bleeding or something like that.
Thank you, Dr. Wallach.
You bet.
And Shar, it looks like you have a hand up.
Not me. It's CJW.
Yes, good evening, Dr. Wallach. Just kind of a general question, if you could elaborate on high blood pressure with respects to age or symptoms. I'm hearing so many different things with respects to why, but nothing I've received accurate. Like,
Is this you, or who are you talking about here?
yeah, we could talk about me. I'm 58 years old, weigh 205. When I'm in a relaxed state.
No, wait a minute, stop. Do you have a high blood pressure, or is that just a mythical thing you're talking about?
Well, I mean, it's around 136 over 85.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if
Not
that's
high.
considered high or not.
Yeah, that's marginally. Yeah, it's very low high.
Nothing to
So
worry.
nothing of concern
Okay,
about.
nothing else. No high blood pressure. No diabetes.
No. And I do everything. I eat well. I drink a little alcohol once, a couple beers, and they're gluten-free beers as well, but that's about it.
Okay, and you weigh 200 pounds?
205, yes.
205, okay. So you need to get rid of all the bad foods. No fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, butter, rye oats, no buckwheat, no sugar, no carbonated drinks. Even the diet one's got to go. Carbonation interferes with the actual absorption of food and digestion of food. Okay. And then you need to, at your body weight, you need 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. 2 healthy brain and heart packs per month. Go ahead and take a full dose of everything twice a day. You also need to take our I-26. We have the chewables, we have capsules, we have powder. We need 3 doses a day. The I-26, that's going to help with the brain and the cranial nerves and the spinal cord and all that kind of stuff. And then I also, for the blood pressure, right? Do you have any diabetes or sugar problems?
No.
Okay, but you do have a little bit of blood pressure, right? Marginal.
Seems to be, yeah.
Yeah, very minor, but still it's going the wrong direction. So here's where you need to use the Ultimate Daily Classic. Ultimate Daily Classic. Take 3 of those twice a day. They will help blood flow through blocked arteries, blocked veins. It'll help the heart. It'll help the brain. It'll help the kidneys. And so everything having to do with blood pressure will start to look better. Okay.
You said all something classic. What's it called?
Ultimate Daily Classic.
Ultimate. Okay.
Ultimate.
Yeah, they're caplets, right, Doc?
Mm-hmm.
They're caplets. They come in a glass jar. They're like the Pro line.
Okay, and that's 3 times a day.
Yes. And that'll make your kidneys happy, to make your arteries happy, make your heart happy, and it'll bring down the blood pressure.
It's got a
Cool.
magic ingredient in it I call it a Rotter vitamin. It cleans out your arteries. And the arteries that carry the dirty blood to the kidneys are smaller
That's correct.
than a hair.
That's
And
pretty
there's
cool.
Millions of them. So
Dr. Sorry, go
like
ahead.
those are the first ones that get plugged up. And so the Ultimate Daily Classic will keep that blood flowing through those tiny little arteries.
Nice.
Right, Doc?
I-26, Dr. Wallach, you speak very highly of that. What's the magic in that one?
Okay, the magic in I-26 is it maintains the white matter of the brain and spinal cord, the 12 pairs of cranial nerves, and all the big cranial nerves, like cranial nerve number 10, which goes from the brain all the way down to your toes. And every time it goes by an organ, like the heart and the liver, it pumps out little arteries to them. And so you need to be able to have a good blood flow. You don't have any, you said you didn't have any sugar problems, right? No diabetes?
No.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, let's go with this.
Okay.
And, then call us, in 2 weeks, or you can call us anytime, but don't wait
Yeah.
longer than 2 weeks. Call us because people want to know whatever happened to this guy.
The Healthy Body Star Pack, the premier nutritional set of all of Youngevity. This contains Dr. Wallach's 90 essential nutrients. It is his 50 years of research in showing that when you feed your body the foundational fundamental nutrients that it needs on a daily basis, it's going to have incredible health. Now, the Healthy Body Star Pack has 3 products. It has the Beyond Tangerine, which is your multivitamin, multimineral, amino acids, probiotics. It has the Beyond OsteoFX, which is your bone and joint, cartilage, to ligaments and tendons. This has your calcium and your magnesium and other things. And then you have your essential fatty acids, your omega-3, your omega-6, your omega-9. Really hard to get from foods, but you get it from the Ultimate EFA+. So these 3 nutrients combine in a very comprehensive fashion to give you all the nutrition that you need. So you can take this various times during the day. I like taking my BTT first thing in the morning. I mix it with 16, 22 ounces of water, as much water as I can because I love the hydration, but you can put it into 8 ounces. It doesn't matter how much water that you put it into. It's all about you enjoying the nutrition. Secondly, the essential fatty acids I take with my food because it's always great to take healthy fat with other food that has healthy fat. You get better absorption. And then the Beyond OsteoFX I take at nighttime, about 30 to 45 minutes before I go to bed, because those minerals also help with better sleep. So this is a really great nutrient set that is for everybody. You can take it either by weight or you can take it by the degree of health issue that you have. So if you're dealing with some health issues, you can take more of it because we all know the more nutrition that you get, the greater health that you will have. And lastly, you want to make sure that if you're sensitive to taking nutrition, that you do it slowly. So you may take half of a dose for the first 7 days, and then you may build up to a full dose later on. It's okay. It's just getting to that full dose at some point and making sure that you are working with your body and making sure that it's acclimating all the way through. So enjoy your Healthy Body Start Pack.
Introducing our most advanced nutritional support, 3.0 Rise and 3.0 Restore by Youngevity. This all-new 2-part formulation builds upon almost 30 years of research and success of our legacy nutrition products. This is BTT 3.0, but with a new identity to highlight the inclusion of targeted support ingredients for an even more robust supplement. The new 3.0 Rise and Restore boosts health around the clock, using time-duration nutrition for better absorption and utilization of each ingredient. This dual system goes beyond vitamins and minerals to provide targeted support for things important to all of us, like cognitive health, stress defense, mood wellness, and more. Designed to be taken specifically in the morning and evening, Rise and Restore gives you exactly what you need when you need it for maximum health benefits. Formulated with more whole foods and plant-based ingredients, this system is the most comprehensive nutritional support ever offered by Youngevity. Rise is gluten-free and vegetarian-friendly and features nootropic cognitive support with energy and metabolism-boosting ingredients as well as mood-boosting components. It also provides phytonutrients for everyday antioxidant and immune support and cellular hydration support. Restore is also gluten-free and vegetarian-friendly, designed with restorative nutrients to help your body recover from the day's stressors, featuring circulation and cardiovascular support, ashwagandha for relaxation and stress relief, detox support, pre- and probiotics for good gut health, as well as an adaptogenic blend for reducing stress, anxiety, and fatigue. Together, these innovative research-driven formulas provide a full-circle approach to daily foundational nutrition for an active life, all in great-tasting new flavors that make this product an easy lifestyle addition you'll look forward to each day, to help set the tone for productive days and restful nights. As research continues to identify opportunities to improve health, Youngevity will be at the forefront of those discoveries. Our mission has always been to support your overall health. Now we're going even deeper to target and support your optimal health, wellness, and happiness. Welcome to a new era in Youngevity nutrition.